Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Book Summary in English. Book Summary, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Summer has always symbolized a time for change, rejuvenation, and new beginnings. For most people, it is a season that brings adventure, freedom, and a chance to unwind from the routines of life. In Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, the magic of summer becomes the perfect setting for a heartwarming and emotionally charged story. The book is a testament to love, loss, and the healing process, as it explores how two people, both wounded by their pasts, can find solace and unexpected joy in one another's company. With deep emotional depth and richly developed characters, Jimenez crafts a story that will stay with readers long after the last page is turned. At the heart of Just for the Summer are Olivia Ross and Max Cavanaugh, two individuals from vastly different worlds, yet both dealing with their own personal struggles. Olivia, a compassionate and hardworking veterinarian, has spent much of her life focusing on her career, often neglecting her personal life. She is intelligent, driven, and dedicated to her profession, but underneath her professional persona, Olivia carries a weight of regret and loneliness. After ending a long engagement that never felt right, she feels lost. The life she once thought she would have, complete with the perfect partner and future, has unraveled in a way that leaves her questioning her own choices. With a broken heart and a yearning for peace, Olivia decides to spend the summer away from her busy city life to regroup, find herself again, and figure out what her future holds. Max, on the other hand, carries an even heavier burden. He's charming, charismatic, and seemingly the life of the party, but this outward appearance is merely a facade to hide the deep pain and loss he feels inside. Max was once married to a woman he adored, but her untimely death in a tragic accident has left him with scars that run deep. While he hides his grief behind humor and casual relationships, the reality is that Max is emotionally unavailable, unable to open up to anyone, until he meets Olivia. Despite his reluctance, there is something about her that draws him in. He's hesitant at first, thinking that he's not ready to love again, but over time, he starts to see the possibility of healing through his connection with her. What begins as a simple vacation for both Olivia and Max soon becomes much more than they ever expected. They both end up staying at a small lakeside cabin for the summer, each with their own reasons for escaping the chaos of their lives. Olivia is seeking clarity, peace, and healing in the serene surroundings of the lake, while Max wants to escape the overwhelming memories of his past. Their paths cross by chance, and what starts as a tentative friendship gradually blossoms into something more as they spend more time together. The lake offers them the perfect backdrop for slow, meandering conversations where they begin to share their stories. Max opens up to Olivia about his wife's death and the overwhelming guilt and sadness that has haunted him ever since. He confesses that while he has tried to move on, he has never fully allowed himself to let go of the past. Olivia, in turn, shares her own fears and heartaches, including her shattered engagement and the doubts that weigh heavily on her mind about her worth as a partner. Through these conversations, their connection deepens, and it becomes clear that their time together is not just about healing from the wounds of their past, but about giving themselves the space to be vulnerable, to open their hearts, and to discover what they could be together. As their bond grows, so does the emotional tension. Olivia, despite her growing feelings for Max, is hesitant to dive into another relationship. She is still scarred by her past, and the idea of getting hurt again terrifies her. She wonders if it's worth the risk of loving someone who, like Max, may not be ready to love again. There are moments of self-doubt, where Olivia struggles to figure out whether the possibility of a new relationship is just a fleeting summer fling or something deeper that could last beyond the warm days of summer. Max, on the other hand, is dealing with his own fears. He knows that he has fallen for Olivia, but the pain of losing his wife still feels too fresh. He is afraid to move on, to allow someone else into his heart, because the fear of losing another person is almost too much for him to bear. But Olivia's gentle presence begins to heal the wounds that he has carried for so long, showing him that it is possible to love again, even if it's terrifying. While the book is filled with emotional moments, it's also rich with humor and lightness. Jimenez's writing excels at weaving in laughter and warmth amidst the more poignant moments, creating a perfect balance between the uplifting and the heart-wrenching. Olivia and Max's interactions are filled with witty banter, playful teasing, and moments of pure joy. The slow burn of their romance is tender and genuine, and readers will find themselves rooting for these two characters as they take tentative steps toward a future together. One of the most compelling aspects of Just for the Summer is the exploration of healing. It's a book that delves deep into the idea that healing is not linear, and it doesn't come with a simple timeline. Olivia and Max both must confront their individual emotional baggage and learn to let go of their pasts. This is not a story of love magically fixing everything, but rather one of two people learning to be whole on their own, before they can truly open their hearts to each other. Through their journey, both characters learn that healing takes time, effort, and a willingness to trust again. It's a powerful message about the importance of self-love and self-care, and how sometimes, the key to moving forward lies in facing the pain and working through it, together. As summer comes to a close, Olivia and Max are faced with difficult choices. The days they spent by the lake have changed them, but the real world is waiting for them, with all its complexities, responsibilities, and uncertainties. Olivia must decide whether to return to her career in the city, where she has long felt unfulfilled, or to make a new life for herself in a place that has brought her peace. Max must confront his grief and decide if he is ready to open his heart to a future with someone who isn't his late wife. Their futures seem uncertain, but the connection they've built with one another is undeniable. The question becomes, can love be enough to help them move forward? Just for the Summer is more than just a romantic novel. It's a poignant exploration of love, loss, and the beauty of second chances. Abby Jimenez has crafted a beautiful story about two people who have been broken by life's circumstances but who, through their connection with one another, find hope, healing, and the possibility of a brighter future. This is a book that will make you laugh, cry, and reflect on your own life and relationships. The emotional depth, witty dialogue, and unforgettable characters will stay with you long after you finish the last chapter. With themes of vulnerability, trust, and the power of human connection, Just for the Summer is a book that will resonate with anyone who has ever experienced loss or loved deeply. It's a reminder that even after the darkest of times, there is always room for new beginnings, new relationships, and the possibility of healing. Abby Jimenez's writing is as heartfelt and authentic as the characters she creates, making Just for the Summer an unforgettable read. Whether you're a fan of romance or simply someone who loves a well-crafted, emotionally charged story, this novel will leave you believing in the magic of summer, and in the power of love.